Does the government have the right to require parents to have their children vaccinated? That question brought people to the halls of the State House today. Good evening. I'm Rob Caldwell, in for Pat Callahan.
And I'm Cindy Williams. Those people went to Augusta to either praise or condemn a bill that would prevent children from attending school if they have not been immunized. There are passionate feelings on both sides, and lawmakers got an earful. News Center's Don Kerrigan is in Augusta, where the hearing is still going on. Don?
It is, Rob. They're moving slowly. They had more than 100 people signed up to testify at the public hearing, and they're still going strong. You know, this is a very tough issue for the legislature and everyone here. Personal freedom versus public health, and much of it focused on Maine children. Current law allows for 3 kinds of exemptions from the state's vaccine requirements: for medical reasons, for religious or philosophical reasons. This bill would eliminate philosophical or religious exemptions, leaving only a medical exemption as a possibility. And one of the key issues involved is whether children would be able to go to school. No vaccination, no school. The issue had people lining the hallway hours before today's public hearing began. People like Angie Kenny of Herman, who says her older daughter suffered paralysis from a vaccination.
She's 12 now, but when she was a year and a half, she got the chickenpox vaccine. And within a couple of weeks of receiving the vaccine, she lost all mobility. She could not walk, she couldn't crawl, feed herself, play with her toys.
The girl recovered after a year, but Kenny says she later sought a medical exemption from vaccine for a younger child, but it was denied. Another mother with a different story. Caitlin Glimmet says her baby got chickenpox in the daycare, which was then forced to shut down when the disease spread.
Chickenpox is absolutely preventable, and it's too easy for families to opt out of vaccines.
They are opposite sides of an emotional debate that's become one of the hottest issues facing the legislature. Doctors like pediatrician Laura Blaisdell say vaccinating children makes life safer and healthier for everyone.
They extend life expectancy. They have saved millions of healthcare dollars and have allowed for safe schools.
Blaisdell and others say Maine has a growing number of people choosing not to immunize. Ginger Taylor is one of them, and she is now leading the Coalition for Vaccine Choice, trying to keep the law and exemptions the way they are.
They want to retain the right to decide what goes into their bodies and the bodies of their children.
And Colleen Oliver of Bath arguing that the proposed change would violate the Constitution.
Religious freedoms. You can't mandate, regulate, expect anyone to ingest or inject something into their bodies.
But Ann Hussey says children's health should come first. She contracted polio as a young child and has become an outspoken supporter of eliminating the disease worldwide.
I don't think that we should put any child through the trauma and the disabilities that our vaccines can prevent today. And in my travels overseas, I still see measles and such that are, killing children.
It's likely to become a hard decision for the legislators because they also heard the stories, including from State Senator Robert Foley, who says his own child died years ago after getting vaccinated.
There's not a person in this room or in these halls who will ever convince us that those shots did not play a significant and vital role in our daughter's untimely and unwarranted death.
It's a debate where even the committee chair said everyone here cares about their children. We're told by the Maine CDC that on average about 95% of Maine school children are immunized. So this is going to be a decision for the legislators that's about public health, personal choice, what you believe in, and even where children will be allowed to go to school. The Education Committee could approve the proposed new law or leave the law the way it is, and it looks like either way there'll be a lot of people who'll be upset about what they decide. Back to you.
All right, Don Kerrigan in Augusta, thanks so much. Again, this is a hot button issue, and we want to know what you think.
So go to our website or our mobile app and take our Pulse poll. We are asking, should all children who attend public schools be vaccinated?
And we want to take a quick look at the numbers. So far, about 79% yes, 20% no. And a lot of people, not many on that poll, think it's a very complicated issue.